Yo, my people, CFC, British Blue, back with another video, and this is a Chelsea news update, and we got some interesting news to talk about. Kendry Paez, Victor Osimhen, Stamford Bridge plans, as well as Clearlake's £1 billion review, and some financial fair play news still. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please, if you are new, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new Chelsea videos from me, and help me get 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, my people. I hope you've enjoyed your Thursday. And I hope tomorrow, Friday, is a very good day for you. So, yeah, man. But now, we're going to get into the news. And we're going to start off with Kendry Paez. And this is our young talent, Ecuador's youngest ever goal scorer and appearance maker. And now he's got another nickname, the Ecuadorian Messi. As you can see, here in the newspaper, the Ecuadorian newspaper, that he's been named obviously the man of the match in the Copa Libertadores match against San Lorenzo last night, and he is a baller, man. Look at the highlights, like look at this guy. This is in that game. You see what he's on. He is a baller. The first touch, the passing, him winning the penalty. Like this guy is an absolute baller, and he's only 16. But now we're hearing about the plan for him is to eventually, when he comes to Chelsea, to get loaned out to Strasbourg in 2025. And personally speaking, I don't even think that is the right option. You got guys like Endrick here, who's going to Real Madrid. I know that their environment's very different. They have so many leaders and so many winners in that team. But if we're going to be honest, why are we sending them to Strasbourg if they're not winners either? If by that time Chelsea are not somewhat much better than what we are right now, isn't this place the best place for him? It's like even now, you got a guy like Andre Santos who has won Ligue 1's Player of the Month, and he's played for Strasbourg. He's playing for Strasbourg right now. For me, he could have been used this season. Why didn't we keep him instead of bringing back Cassidy? In my opinion, I feel Santos is more suited right now to play in the Premier League than him, especially in the roles that we need him. He can be a DM, but we didn't. And for me, I feel like if we was to let Kendry Paez come here and then go out on loan, this guy is getting dubbed Ecuadorian Messi. This guy, do you think guys like who are meant to be superstars need to go on loan? Are you mad? Even Vinicius Jr., he was at Real Madrid. He might have been playing for Castilla, but he was at Real Madrid. We shouldn't send him on loan to North Strasbourg, bro. He should be here in London with the team, because if he's a superstar, they are ready from when they touch the pitch. That is facts. And if 2 years from now, we're already seeing how good he is right now. 2 years from now, not even 2 years from now, I can't even say that. A year from now, he'll be coming to Chelsea at the end of next season. But basically, not next season, the season after. So it's near enough 2 seasons. So for me, I'd be honest, man. Let's keep this guy at Stamford Bridge. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on Kendry Paez, who has been man of the match. I can show you his stats right here. You can see his stats. He's a bad man, and this is stats for the game against San Lorenzo yesterday. So I hope you enjoyed this edit, and please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And now we're going to move on to Victor Osimhen. And there was some news that came out today, man. As you can see here, PSG, they are willing to pay his 103 million release clause, 103 million pound release clause, 120 million euros, and they are believed to be ahead, and they have reached a verbal agreement with Victor Osimhen, and it's looking likely that he could be going to PSG, even though Fabrizio Romano has reported that nothing is advanced. Chelsea and PSG are in the race for Victor Osimhen, but PSG are willing to pay this guy like 30 million a year. In my opinion, we ain't going to be matching that. And if we're not going to be getting European football, how can we actually get him? even though hand on heart, a couple months ago, if you said to me who's Victor Osimhen going to go to, I'd have told you that it's Chelsea. But based on how the season's going, based on the wage demands, and based on PSG growing ever more confident because they know they got this dough thanks to Mbappe going to Real Madrid soon enough. Like they have the dough to give Victor Osimhen that can entice him. So for me, like I hope that Chelsea can get him because he's a striker that I want to us to get. But if we're going to be honest, it's not as easy as it would have been 12 months ago because we were actually in European football and no one would have expected us to go 2 years in a row without it. So for me, I feel like our chance might be gone. Same way like a Declan Rice kind of situation where we are front runners, but based on our situations, we cannot achieve the target, even if he wanted to come, because we just don't have it. Just doesn't make any realistic sense right now. So for me, I hope that we get him, but it's not looking likely. I don't necessarily believe that we will get him. So for me, cross fingers we get him. But if not, him going to PSG is a good move for him. He can secure the bag as well as playing Champions League football on a regular basis. So yeah, man, we can't even offer that right now, which is so hard to say, fam. It's so jarring, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But we shall see on the Victor Osimhen news. But now we are going to turn our attention to the news regarding the stadium. And this is what has been said. So it says Chelsea want to build a world-class stadium by the end of 2030, but the timeline could be ambitious. Owners Todd Bowley and Clearlake Capital are yet to make a plan for the project. It says Chelsea cannot start any rebuild of Stamford Bridge until 2027 at the earliest, as part of their 80 million deal to buy a plot of land next to the stadium. The deal clears the path for Chelsea to redevelop Stamford Bridge, though the club is still considering its options: a complete stadium rebuild, a stand-by-stand redevelopment, or a move to a new site. Stamford Bridge, man, redevelopment, man, boy oh boy. This is some complicated stuff, but it's not stuff we have to worry about right now because, as it stated, nothing can be done until 2027. There has been a purchase of a new land right next to Stamford Bridge, as well as another one that was purchased a couple months ago. And now they're just trying to do a deal, but we're still going to have to wait 3 years. And then even after that, they're hoping to get the stadium done by 2030, which means another 6 years. And personally, I don't necessarily see this happening because this all depends on the money that we get from competing in the biggest competitions. Because if we are not there in Europe consistently, then this deal looks unlikely by the year that goes. But if it was to go ahead, then for me, I feel like it would be necessary because we need a more bigger stadium. We've got so many teams in this world right now who are getting closer to our stadiums and surpassed it. We've got a team like Tottenham Hotspur, whose new stadium can hold any sort of event, 60,000 stadium, one of the nicest stadiums in the world. The facilities, everything about it is excellent. And that's what you get with a modernized stadium. We have been in the same stadium since 1905. Stamford Bridge is home. It is a great atmosphere. But if we redevelop it, extend it, then that could even be even better because more fans that come in, especially with the fact that if we are to be winning again, the atmosphere will be loud. At Stamford Bridge right now, the stadium isn't loud as it once was because I remember going to Stamford Bridge a couple of years ago when we are champions of Europe and it's loud. Loud. It doesn't matter what team that you play, it would be loud. It doesn't matter whether you're at the stadium, in the train stations, on the bus, it doesn't matter. It would be loud because we had that enthusiasm. We had that feeling that we know our team's gonna do well because we had shown it. Right now, the support isn't gonna be the same because not everyone feels attached to the club as it once did because we are going through something we haven't gone through before. 2 seasons in a row where we haven't got Champions League football. This is the first time in 2 decades basically that this is gonna be happening. So I'll be real. Yeah, man, this gonna be very good if we can get a new rebuild, but we have to wait until 2027 because nothing can be done right now. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on this. But now we're gonna move on to the Clearlake £1 billion review and some mad news still. Some mad news. So look at this, yeah. 303.9 million or 31% of the total Bowley Clearlake transfer spend in the first three windows has barely featured for Chelsea this season. Availability 75% plus 284.7 million. 50 to 75%, 161.8 million. 25 to 50%, 209.8 million. 0 to 25%, 303.9 million. Look at that. Look at that. They just say 303.9 is the total. I'll be honest, or 31%. Miss games, not available. I don't even know if this includes guys that are injured. Wait, not injured, but out on loan and these kind of things. Like, we have so much talent on the bench. Maybe on the bench, I should say. They are not just on the bench, but are injured. We've had them miss so many games. The Romeo Lavias, Christopher Nkunku's, Wesley Fofana's, Carney Shakiri Mecca. Like, so many guys that we've bought and they've been injured for a sustained period of time. And this is dead. And this just shows. So that's not even the worst bit. Only 4 players have been on the pitch for more than 75% of Chelsea's available first team minutes since arriving. Axel Disasi, 95.4%. Cole Palmer, 86.3%. Moises Caicedo, 85.8%. And Enzo Fernandez, 83.9%. And obviously it says guys that have been on the pitch. It doesn't include someone like Mikhailo Mudryk, who is fit majority of the time, but doesn't always come on. So this is I don't even know what to really think, but this just goes to show that we can't rely upon a lot of these guys that we've bought. And every single majority of the players that we have here are from Clearlake Capital's ownership and Todd Bowley. So realistically, it's just a mess because they've spent more than $1 billion on 30 plus players, and right now we can only count on 4 realistically. Insane, fam. If they have shown us how not to spend $1 billion, that's what a lot of people can look at, not how to spend $1 billion, because from more than 30 signers and only 4 of them have played 75% or more minutes since arriving. It's not even talking about this season, it's talking about since arriving. Wild, still wild, man. That was reported by Liam Twomey. And then also there's this, the top 10 most expensive Bowley Clearlake signings and percentage of available minutes played. Enzo Fernandez, £106.7 million, 83.9% available. Moises Caicedo, £100 million, 85.8% available. Wesley Fofana, 70 million, 20.3% available. Mikhailo Mudryk, 62 million, 3.9, 39.3%. Mark Cucurella, 60 million, 38.3%. Christopher Nkunku, 53 million, 11.4%. Romeo Lavia, 53 million, 0.9% available. Raheem Sterling, 47.5 million, 62.6% available. Cole Palmer, 40 million, 86.3% available. Axel Disasi, 38 million, 95.4% available. This is some key parts from what the Athletic had reported. That's by Liam Twomey. So if you guys want to go read the full article, head to the Athletic and look at the Chelsea news, and you will see it there of how the 1 billion has spent, and it's a shambles. Utter shambles. We don't necessarily have to go through the whole thing to let us know that we are a shambles, to know that we have spent 1 billion and at least 200 million is out on loan. Not to mention the fact that we now have a manager who makes us look worse, even with these signings. Like, it's an absolute joke. We have been mid-table for 2 seasons in a row. We are accepting the fact that we'll be happy to get Europa League because Poch could stay if we could get, I'm not even Europa League, Conference League. They're accepting Conference League. They're accepting these low standards, and what's going to give? What's going to change? I hope a bag of things. I hope it's a complete different change in terms of how the expectations are at this club, because the expectations have lowered dramatically. If we were still under Roman Abramovich, we wouldn't. No one would have to be saying push out because we'd have been sacked time ago. But with this board, they're still giving them time, and for what? I don't know, because we play one game a week. You can talk about the injuries all you want, but they're destroying this club. They are destroying us, and they have all the power to change it, whether we like it or not. But I hope that they do change. I hope they don't see us just as a money grab team and just want to just exploit us for dough. I hope they actually want to make us winners. I actually hope that, because it's all good hearing people speak and say things, but it's about what your actions do. And I really hope that these man's actions speak up. I really hope they do still. But yeah, man. Now I'm going to talk about this last part, and this is about financial sustainability rules. And this what happened. The Premier League clubs have agreed in principle to introduce new financial rules. They voted today to progress with new squad cost ratio rules to replicate current profitability and sustainability rules. So, yeah, man, we're gonna have to wait until like June the 6th to see what the final thing is, because we're not 100% certain on how these new systems will be in place. But with the new UEFA rules or such like that, this financial fair play in terms of sustainability rules, we could get boosted by it, by not having to get financial penalties similar to like Nottingham Forest and Co have had this season. So hopefully this can help us out, because we still need to. It still says that we need to make sales before June 30th, but this new rule comes into effect on June the 6th, and we'll know more details about it as the weeks go on. But we have to wait and see if this can really help us, because we absolutely need it. For the amount of money that we've spent, and like all the disciplinary things that can happen, whether it's points deductions, financial, like bars, we need all of the leverage that we can get and all of the boost that we can get. So hopefully this can work out in our favor, but we'll find out soon enough. Other than that, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you. It's been a long one, but yeah, man, it gets like that. Hope you enjoy your day tomorrow. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC Realist Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.